Welcome to another episode of The Conquest. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's skip introductions. Let's just get right into it. I'm excited about this one. But The Conquest, what we do here is we help you conquer thyself, because that's all there is. There is no outside. There's only the inside. But we'll get back to that. Anyway, welcome back. What we're going to go ahead and discuss is a couple of topics today. I'll share them with you. First thing we want to talk about is when you're on Nofap, beginning with the end in mind. Because beginning with the end in mind actually helps you gain the benefit of one of the most powerful and under-discussed benefits that you get from Nofap. People barely even talk about it, but it's something that's very major, and it's a benefit that we'll all receive, and we can maximize it if we begin with the end in mind. The other thing that goes along with that, beginning with the end in mind, is you're going to have some persistence. After we talk about beginning with the end in mind and persistence, we're going to talk about how you can maximize the benefits of Nofap by going on other journeys while you're on Nofap. Because remember, Nofap will maximize everything that you do. So if you do another journey concurrently while on Nofap, you'll get more benefits from that, and that's what you should be doing as part of transmutation. So after we talk about the other benefits that you get from Nofap whilst on other journeys and how you can maximize those journeys and the benefits they give you, we're going to talk about the positive thinking challenge, which is often more challenging than the Nofap journey itself. We're going to talk about that and how gratitude on its own can help you with that. After we talk about the positive thinking challenge and gratitude, we're going to talk about the number of days that you should be on Nofap at least, and it might surprise you. After that, we're going to talk about an exercise that you can do where it will show you how all things come back to the self. All things ultimately come back to the self. We will discuss that, and we're going to give you an exercise that you can do to help you change your entire life. Perspective is your superpower. After we discuss that, what we're going to discuss is how you have to feel things in the now in order to create them. So as you can see, we have a lot to discuss, so much I'm not even going to recap it. You should have been listening. Why should I have to recap? Because you failed to listen. Rewind. Nah, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so as you see, I'm quite excited. A little bit off the cuff. Those are the things we're going to go ahead and talk about. So let's start with beginning with the end in mind. Oh, and how fitting. We're beginning with the end in mind. Remember, begin with the end in mind is one of the habits of the books, 7 Habits, of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Amazing book, can change your life. I definitely would put it in the recommended reading list. But my recommended reading list is pretty daggone big. But what's always in my recommended reading list is the Kabbalion. But we're not discussing that today. But just to throw it out there, you find yourself with some spare time, read the Kabbalion. And if you've already read it, read it again. And if you've already read it 5 times, go for another. And just keep reading it until you internalize that information. But beginning with the end in mind, a lot of times when it comes down to people beginning Nofap, they say to themselves, well, how long should I go? And there's a whole debate about that, about how long should they go, and I'll come back to that. But one of the most under-discussed benefits of Nofap is choosing a certain period of time and sticking to it. A lot of times people will start off with a particular amount of days and get halfway there. They get halfway there, they relapse. When they relapse, they say to themselves, at least I made it this far. Yes, I could have made it further, but I also could have not made it this far, and that's great. However, they're minimizing the benefits they get from Nofap. Why? Yes, they're celebrating their wins, which is great. If you made it to 87 days and you're usually a relapse at every 7-day kind of guy, or even a twice a day, 3 times a day, everyday guy, you've made an amazing change, but you missed out on something. What you missed out on was this ability that you have as a human being, and how this ability, how this privilege, when properly used, can become a superpower. And what that thing is, your persistence, your ability to persist, your ability to weather the storm, any storm. And you can only properly do that and only properly maximize the benefits of persistence when you set a particular goal and go after that goal and continue until it's achieved. So let's just say you say, I'm going to be on Nofap for 90 days. If you relapse at 30, obviously you've gotten some benefits, but you missed out. You missed out on the benefits that you would have gotten by not just getting to 90, but by saying you're going to get to 90 and getting to 90. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you hear where I'm coming from? Do you feel where I'm coming from? The reason that's so important is because half the reason you haven't manifested all the things you desire to manifest in life is because you quit too soon. And you're going down the Nofap path and you're doing the same thing, but you're fooling yourself by saying, oh, well, I didn't quit because I made it this far. You did quit because you didn't do what you're going to say. You didn't do what you said you were going to do. Isn't that usually where people go wrong in life? Isn't that where people usually start to make their mistakes? When they say they're going to do something and they don't do it, that's been the thing that's been holding you back all this time. And you can strengthen that self-control that's required. You can strengthen your ability to weather that storm that's required for the manifestation of your dreams, goals, desires, and aspirations. How you do that is by beginning with the end in mind and by sticking to it. So you can get on Nofap and you can try to go for this long and then try to go for that long. But the best way to do it is to start off and say, I will reach this goal no matter what. And no matter what obstacles come in your way, no matter which hurdles stand between you and the goal that you set, you simply go over those hurdles and you persist until you reach your goal. No edging, no relapsing. And what you will gain out of Nofap in that process is the ability to do the things you say you're going to do. That is a superpower. That is the power of manifestation right there in your face, smack dab in your daily decisions. It's you, dog. You have the ability to create the things you say you're going to create. But what happens is, as you're going down the road, the same way you do when you're on Nofap, you start becoming out of alignment with that vision. It's not at the forefront of your mind anymore because it wasn't properly in your heart. You start to get pushed this way, pushed that way, and before you know it, you don't have any coping mechanisms, so you're going back to your old habits. And you never get a chance to strengthen your super ability, which is your ability of persistence. So, on Nofap, begin with the end in mind. Pick a particular date, a particular time. I'm happy for you. You're celebrating your goals. You relapsed, but you got further than before, and you're not letting yourself get negative because you shouldn't have guilt. All that is great, but push it out further and start to be a man of action. Start to be a man of creation. Start to be a man that uses his willpower to do the damn things you say you're going to do. When you do the things you say you're going to do, you become more reliable to yourself. When you become more reliable to yourself, you become more reliable to the world around you. When you become more reliable to the world around you, your value increases because you're providing more value. You're being reliable like the sun every damn day. You can count on it somewhere. That's the way you need to be. Take on those attributes, begin with the end in mind, strengthen your power of persistence because it is a superpower if used properly. All right. Now, we understand that you get amazing benefits from Nofap, right? So what I'm about to talk about is I'm going to switch topics as discussed and start to talk about that other topic, which was how you should be on other journeys while you're on Nofap. But Nofap's hard enough. Oh, ye of little understanding. Nofap is hard enough. Nofap is quite the challenge. That's why other journeys, while you're on the Nofap journey, happen to work so well. Why? Because it's a built-in transmutation. You just can't jump into Nofap. You have to jump into Nofap with a plan. And with your plan, you have to have things in there that are also in the same direction of Nofap, which is in the direction of positivity, which is in the direction of higher vibration, which is in the direction of, quite frankly, healing, becoming better, leveling up, increasing your frequency. Now, that's the first reason for Nofap, to do this while you're on Nofap, because you can transmute the energy that's starting to build up inside of you into these other vocations or particular journeys that you want to be on. The other reason is that these journeys are going to be maximized because you're doing them while you're on Nofap. If you do another journey such as a body goal, such as a 30-day positive thinking challenge, such as a lust mitigation challenge. Yes, lust mitigation is extremely important while on Nofap. If you do any of these journeys, or a meditation journey, a yoga journey, a pranayama journey, what's going to happen is, since Nofap maximizes the benefits you get from everything, you get more benefits from those journeys as well. So not only are you being able to transmute that excess energy, because what happens is you don't want to be in the middle of Nofap and have all this excess energy and not have anything to do with it. You have to already have a plan of what you're going to do. Begin with the end in mind. Have a plan. What am I going to do with this excess energy? While I'm on Nofap, I'm also going to go on, and now we're switching to the third topic, to a positive thinking challenge. Why a positive thinking challenge? Boy, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because the positive thinking challenge, real talk, dog. The positive thinking challenge is more difficult than the Nofap challenge itself. Damn. Yep. More difficult than the Nofap challenge itself. Some motherfuckers can't even make it 30 minutes. Nigga can't go 30 minutes without having a negative thought. For real. That positive thinking challenge, I have you looking at yourself like, damn, yo. What is wrong with me, yo? I need to level up. No wonder I ain't leveling them up. I'm always thinking negative. You may be overall positive, but if you start to see all them little negative thoughts you have, you in traffic like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Like, yo, hold up. Yo, what's up? What's up? You know what I mean? Oh, traffic. Like, traffic? Nigga, yo, you're like, oh, fuck. I thought something happened. I'm on the phone with him. You know what I mean? I don't know where he at. It sound kind of hollow, like not quite hollow like a bathroom, but like maybe you in a whip. It wasn't moving at the time, so I wasn't really sure. Next thing you know, oh, fuck, nigga, I can't believe this. I'm like, yo, what happened, yo? This lady didn't turn on her blinker. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? I thought they was about to repo your whip or something, you know what I'm saying? I thought your motherfucking mortgage was overdue or something, you know what I'm saying? They was coming to grip up your house or some shit like that. That stupid ass balloon mortgage you got in all of a sudden went from a 3.5 interest rate to a 9.7 or something. I thought something major happened. You know what I mean? Couldn't find out somebody ain't put their blinker on. Like, yo, what the fuck is up with niggas, yo? Way too negative. So while you're on the Nofap journey, it is good to undertake a positive thinking challenge. Why? Because not only are you transmuting that extra energy that you get while you're on Nofap and giving yourself the opportunity to evaluate yourself, to evaluate what you're thinking. Remember, thoughts are so powerful that you should really take that time to evaluate them. You've been saying you were going to do it for a while. Why not do it now while you're on Nofap? Perfect timing. But not only that, the benefits that you get from Nofap of being able to be more self-aware, there's a million benefits. I'm not going to go into them all. But the benefits that you get from Nofap, such as being more self-aware, can help you dramatically. Because when you're on this positive thinking challenge while you're on Nofap, Nofap is going to maximize the focus that you have, the attention that you have, the awareness that you have, your ability to concentrate. And if you turn that within while you're on Nofap and start to look at yourself, your thoughts, and start to think more positively by watching what you think. Not only will you maximize the benefits you get from Nofap, but you'll also maximize the benefits you get from the 30-day challenge because it is easier to be self-aware. Also, it's easier to be positive because your vibration is rising. And your vibration rising is a major part of you thinking positively. So while the Nofap is allowing you to increase the oscillation of your frequency and increase your vibratory rate, whilst you're doing that, you're thinking positively and watching what you think. So you start to be able to create a bit of a paradigm shift because you're shifting your entire vibration. The two should be married. Every time you're on Nofap, you should be on a positive thinking challenge. If you're having trouble, as most people do, because to say to yourself, I will not have one negative thought today, that's difficult. Some people can't go an hour without having a negative thought because they start to react to things instead of respond. And I mean simple things. Just like you go to buy something from the store and there's no more on the shelf. Oh, fuck. Whoa. Even in your mind, oh, shit, there's no more. Little stuff like that, little reactions. And then you say to yourself, oh, that's okay, though. Yeah, but what was that first reaction, though? That first reaction was you ready to slap somebody's damn head off because there ain't no more chips left. God damn, get another flavor. I don't fuck with them other flavors. Well, get that same flavor from another company. I don't fuck with that company. Niggas is picky and judgmental as shit. You causing stress on yourself, dog. Stop being so stressed out. I can't eat it unless it's from them. I can't have it. It's got to be this kind. Now I got to go all around the other way and go to the other store, the other neighborhood. God damn, niggas be negative as shit over the smallest thing, yo. Just on a normal day, god damn, you be in the shower, that water get cold for a minute. Ah, shit. God damn, nigga, you got to change your reactions. You don't realize how powerful that little, shit, that great negativity, that reaction that you have, instead of being more equanimous to the situation and just recognizing that it's a sensation and that it's a shift. And see, that's not even being super negative. If somebody went an hour with only doing that, I'd be happy for them. A lot of times they start getting that self-doubt fast. One little thing happened. You on the path, one little thing happened. Next thing you know, you doubting everything. God damn, niggas is negative. If everything don't go your way, if it ain't 100% positive, you start to think it's negative. And that's not true. It's always positive. It's just that your perception may not see it because you lack faith in the fact that what you want to be created is in the process. So yes, maximize the benefits of your Nofap by going on a positive thinking challenge, and maximize the benefits of your positive thinking challenge while doing it while on Nofap. Now, something to assist you in doing so is gratitude. It's your lack of gratitude and positive thinking that has you in the situation you're in. And if you're in a great situation, the reason you're not in the wonderful situation that you want to be in is because of the lack of gratitude and the lack of thinking positively. Gratitude is so important. Now we're switching to the next topic. Obviously, as mentioned in the beginning, gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. It is the easiest way to help you with the positive thinking challenge that you will do while you're on Nofap, because you recognize how important it is. You have to. You have to now. You heard about it. You know how good it is for you. Now you just have to apply it. Take action. And so I'm giving you a tool to help you with that. The reason gratitude is so important is because it's actually really not possible to be thinking negatively while you're in a state of gratitude. A state of gratitude is actually the state that you really want to be in. Think about it. The goal that you desire right now, whatever it is that's in your mind, you know what you're shooting for. Probably for several things, but there's one overarching thing. And I can tell you what that thing is. Whatever it is, in the end, if it was here right now, you'd feel happy. You'd be grateful. You'd be grateful on accident and wouldn't even be trying to be. because you'd just be so happy that it's here, so thankful. You would. And so that's the feeling that you actually want. So the feeling you truly want in life is a feeling of gratitude. However you choose to attach that feeling of gratitude, however, or whatever you choose to stick it to or use as a proxy to ultimately get to that gratitude, in the end, it's gratitude. You may not realize it, it's happiness. And when you have that happiness, you can't help but to be grateful. You may not even know you being grateful, but you being grateful. You just happy in the motherfucker. This nigga just happy, just smiling and shit, boy. Like you just busted a nut. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just like, you 30 minutes after you bust it out, you ain't got that same intense feeling, but you still just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like something good happened. I feel good. Just smiling and shit. That's how it's going to be when you go to achieve your goals. So you got to basically feel like that now. When you wake up first thing in the morning, how do you want to live your day? You know that no matter what happens today, you want to be happy. That's what it really comes down to. When you're saying to yourself, y'all hope don't no bullshit happen, what you saying? I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. But you try to say it in a tough way. I hope ain't no bullshit when we get up in there. I don't want no bullshit. I ain't about that bullshit. What you saying? You really saying, I just want to be happy. But I guess we can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Somehow that's soft. It's soft to say I want to be happy. What's wrong with being a grown-ass man saying you want to be happy? What human being don't want to be happy? Why are you here if you don't want to be happy? Trust me, that's why you want to be happy. That's what y'all all chasing. You just don't understand that's what you're chasing, so you've come up with all these different proxies, not realizing that the internal vibration that you have now is not happy. And that's why you keep chasing some shit. Because you chasing the wrong damn thing. You ain't really got to chase nothing. All you got to do is be happy right now. And to be happy right now, be grateful. If you wake up and you see the sun, be grateful for it. Why? Because that puts you in a vibration to set the rest of your daggone day. Set the tone. Imagine being grateful for that ball of fire that rises every single morning and shines on you and smiles at you and kisses you. Getting sun kissed and being grateful for it. Pause. Being grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? Sun shining in the daggone sky. When you can start to cultivate gratitude for simple things, it will be easier for you to maintain mental positivity. It's positivity mentally that's going to change your life. And gratitude is the way to create that. As long as you being grateful for shit, believe me, dog, more shit for you to be grateful for is going to happen. Why? The vibration that you generate is the vibration that you project. The vibration that you project is the vibration that you attract. If you generate gratitude, you're going to project gratitude. If you project gratitude, you're going to attract gratitude. But you're not going to attract gratitude as itself. You're going to attract various forms of gratitude in the form of items, in the form of situations, in the form of people, in the form of events, in the form of your own actions, the things that surround you, your own perception. Things manifest in different ways. So you're going to start to attract things that make you feel gratitude simply because you're generating gratitude. And you can do that right now. You need not wait. Wait for what? What you waiting for? Go ahead and feel happy right now. That's part of the positive thinking challenge. When you feel gratitude and just intentionally give gratitude for things, eventually it don't have to be intentional no more. It just happens. Motherfucker just happy. You really are. Why? Because those things that would make you happy start to be easy to see in your life. And as they start to become easier to see and you give more gratitude, a cycle starts. A cycle. It starts to spin a bit like a tornado, and that's why it's called the vortex, because it starts to spin. This cycle goes faster and faster and faster, except unlike the washing machine, it doesn't cut off. It just keeps on going. and it increases in frequency. And you just start to smile and be happy. And that's the state you want to get to. And when you couple gratitude intentionally with the positive thinking challenge and Nofap, your life will change exponentially. All right. The other thing we're going to talk about, I hate to do this to you. But I got some news for you, man. I really do. Drum roll, please. We ain't got no drum rolls. But if there was, hear them in your mind. You better hear them in your mind. We got some ghetto drum rolls. You better hear them drum rolls in your mind. Shoot. All right, drum roll, please. Let's talk about the minimum amount of time that you should be on Nofap. I know there's going to be a lot of people mad at me right now. I know. I realize that. I'm going to put it to you like this. Personally, I don't believe that if you've been on Nofap for 30 days, that you actually have the ability to be talking about all the benefits of Nofap. I really don't think you do. I think you might kindly want to keep your mouth shut and recognize that you've only scratched the surface. I think that if you've done 45 days of Nofap, that you haven't really been able to reap the true rewards of Nofap by any stretch of the imagination, so you're not actually qualified to comment on it. You can comment on it, but you can only comment on it from the perspective of someone who's only achieved 60 days or 45 days. And unfortunately, for someone that's only achieved 45 or 60 days, you haven't actually been able to see the true benefits of the practice. You've been able to see some of them. It's like this, man. Say you go into like a wine tasting, right? And they tell you that they got this really strong wine in the back, right? And you like, yo, for real, the drink gonna get me like that? They like, yo, it's good, and it gets you like that. You like, yo, let me get some of that. Let me taste some of that. So you go back to the back. They pull out that private stock out that barrel. They reach down in that barrel in that extra under basement. They got a wine basement underneath the wine basement. You know what I mean? Not a cellar. They got a whole basement. This ain't no wine cellar. It ain't dark. That shit well lit. It's just deep down in the ground like a bunker. They got a bunker with straight wine in it. So they went down there. They went in one of them oak barrels. They brought you something, you getting all ready for it, this, that, and the other. You're like, I'm going to tear that shit up. Yo, fuck this shit up. And they pour you a little bit. And you sip it. And you're looking at the quantity like, that's it? And you sip it. And you feel a little something from it. But it ain't got you like, yeah, I mean. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, you niggas hyped it up like I thought it was this and I thought it was this. I mean, like, this ain't doing nothing for me. You know what I mean? You fucking my high up. You know what I mean? I thought I was going to get drunk off this wine. And you know what I mean? This ain't really do nothing for me. Like, I feel something. I feel it. And it feel good. But you was hyping it up. I thought it was going to be all this and that and the other thing. You know what I'm saying? So you try it, right? And the first thing you realize is that you only tried a little bit. So you think that, oh, okay, maybe if I go longer, I will get more benefits because they just gave me a little bit. But then what you don't actually realize is not only did you get a little bit of it as far as ounces, instead of getting 3 ounces, you got a half an ounce, but also you got a diluted down version, man, because it doesn't actually increase in potency until it's at least 3 ounces. Oddly enough, they can't give you a half ounce, which is the same potency as 3 ounces. It just doesn't work that way. Now, what I mean by that is it's the same with Nofap. You could do 30 days, but each day is no way near as potent as 60 days. Now, I don't mean 60 individual days. I mean day 61. Day 62, day 63. It increases exponentially as you go along. It becomes more potent. It becomes stronger. 1 week at 45 days gives you more benefits than 1 week at 7 to 14 days. That's what you're not understanding about the Nofap journey. Not only that, the sperm is usually reabsorbed by the body between the 64th and 74th day. If you're only at 45 days, at 50 days, sitting around bragging, thinking you did something, I'm sorry, but I have to say you haven't done much, because you didn't even reach reabsorption. You didn't even reach reabsorption. That's important. You got to remember, these seeds that you hold inside of you, not only do they sprout, but they grow into plants. So you didn't stop that 35 days. Oh, I got sprouts. Look, I got sprouts. And then you ate all your sprouts, and now you got no more sprouts, Pauls. You got rid of your sprouts. You squirted them out. You let them go. Not realizing that those sprouts, and you all happy because you got some sprouts, were supposed to be plants. If you would have held them long enough, they would have became trees. Trees. And you would have reabsorbed them. The sperms are your seeds. And they grow. That's what sperm are. They're seeds. They're seeds for other life. But you can hold those seeds inside of you. You at least have to get to the rate of reabsorption. So peep my math. Reabsorption happens between the 64th and 74th day. You should at least get to reabsorption. But remember, everybody's different. That could very well be between the 64th and 89th day. It's not an exact science because you have your body. It's the same thing. If you start going to the gym, you're not going to get the same exact benefits that I get from going. If you drink this amount of water, this amount of water is not going to affect you the same exact way that it affects me. So it could very well be between the 64th and the 89th day. But if you're already at 89 days, you might as well just round up to 90. Why round up to 90? Because why stop at 89? 90 can pretty much guarantee that you're going to reap absorption. But since you're already at 90, I'm going to keep it real with you. You might as well go get triple digits. That's what we're going for from now on. You shouldn't be on Nofap unless you over 100 days at least. Don't even think about the Nofap journey unless you're doing at least 100 days. Got a lot of people mad right now. Got a lot of people mad right now. Let me tell you something. You've been addicted to this disgusting, filthy habit, which a lot of us have been addicted to for a long time. Not realizing, when I say disgusting, I don't mean from a morality standpoint. I mean from a raping your body of everything good standpoint. I mean from setting you back standpoint. I mean from not allowing you to level up standpoint. That's sick that a man wants to level up and you got another man keeping him down, and that same man is the man that wants to level up. How's the man that wants to level up the same exact man that's holding the man that wants to level up down? Nigga, is you bipolar? You trying to go up, but you bringing yourself down? Your habits is fucked up. You need to fix your habits. Fix your fucking habits. And in order to truly fix those habits, you need to go at least 100 days. You done been on this daggone fat thing for what? 10 years? You've been out here being addicted to this thing? 10 years? And you truly believe that in 30 days, you're going to get all these magical benefits and reverse 10 years the damage that you've caused your mind, body, heart, soul, and spirit? You think that's really going to happen in 30 days? You think that's going to happen in 60? Like I said, you didn't even get to reabsorption yet. You should at least allow these seeds to grow and reabsorb, because when they're reabsorbed by your body, they still remain in there in some form. Now what happens? You start to cultivate more, but the old ones are still growing. Now we're getting somewhere. And because of that, each day is more potent. Each day is more powerful. You get more out of your Nofap journey each and every day. You gotta do at least 100 days. We shooting threes from now on, yo. Triple digits. 1, 2, 3. 3 digits at least. Why are you going for a 2-pointer when you can go for a 3? You wide open. Go. Have some confidence. That's the way we gonna do it from now on. We soldiers, man. We men. We ain't doing no 30 days of Nofap. We ain't doing no 45. We ain't doing no 60, no 75, no 90. We triple digits only. Baseline is triple digits. You truly want the benefits of Nofap, or do you want to talk about them? There's a difference. You want to be on the journey chasing this forever, or do you want to go ahead and attract the things that you want right now? What does that mean? That means go back to beginning with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind and persist. Set your mind to say, I am going to do 100 days no matter what. and recognize that one of the best benefits that is under discussed that you will get from it is the power of setting your intention, sticking to it, and manifesting your dream. That's the power, not just the self-control, but the ability to persist. That is the life-changing power that no one's talking about. But the only way to really maximize it is to begin with the end in mind. All right? So we're doing 100 days of Nofap from now on. You really have to recognize that as detrimental as this is to the human mind, you've been doing this for years. You've been doing this for years, dog. And if you truly believe that you're just somehow going to reverse everything in your life and get to where you're supposed to be by doing a simple 30 days, you're being a bit delusional. Honestly, you're being quite delusional. I'm trying to be nice about it. You know, you're full of shit. It's bullshit, dog. That's what it is. It's fucking bullshit. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I know you hear about all these superpowers, this, that, and the other thing, which, by the way, aren't actually superpowers. They're just you being the person you were supposed to be all this time. But if you really want to get back to that person, you need to jump on this boat for 100 days. All right? Now, when you're on the Nofap journey for 100 days, I want to give you some tool that's really going to help you, man. The tool that's really going to help you is lust mitigation. I'm switching topics on you. Yeah, this is a big one. It's a powerful one. You cannot be on Nofap walking through, talk about, yo, she fly, yo, I'll tear it up. Yo, she look good, boy, man, I want me some ass right now. Nah, but I ain't gonna do it. Ooh, I should watch me something. Nah, just one video. Nah, I ain't gonna watch it. And think that you won because you made it through the day. That's not victory. That's not victory. Victory is the mitigation of lust. That's how you make the Nofap journey really a super journey. You should concurrently be on a lust mitigation journey. That's why at the beginning, I was saying that you should be in a positive thinking journey. And on a positive thinking journey, what do? Look at your mind. And when you start to look at your mind, you also start to have a little scrutiny on this thing called lust. Which got you in this situation. Look, I ain't trying to talk bad about lust. I'm going to just say straight up, just from an energetic standpoint, it's a low vibration. And when you in a low vibration, even if it's just a low vibration of the body, of the flesh, you can't be in a high vibration. If you're not in a high vibration, you're not in alignment with your true self. And if you're not in alignment with your true self, you're not in the proper form for manifestation. You're thinking from too low of a point, dog. Energy always flows from higher vibration to a lower vibration. Law of correspondence, as above, so below. Right? So when you think higher, you're able to manifest easier, faster, more powerfully. Why? Because you're thinking from the source. The source is of a high vibration. So just the mere fact of always being down here in your senses and in your flesh, because you're giving into lust, actually keeps you not being able to manifest as quickly because you're not thinking from your energetic state, your energetic body. Remember, you're multidimensional. And if you're constantly down here in your physical body, you're not in your higher body, in your spirit, in your energetic body. So lust mitigation. But how do you mitigate lust? I've got some videos on that. You should watch them. But I'll tell you, the first thing to do if you truly want to mitigate lust is to firstly be aware of it. Because lust is sneaky. It'll sneak in and hide. It'll hide in you in different areas in the form of vibration, in the form of energy. It will attach itself to your energetic body. So when you're going on this lust mitigation journey, just go ahead and be aware of what you're thinking. And realize that you're more powerful when you're thinking from above. And when you think from above, from your multi-dimensional state, you're not thinking from below. And if you're not thinking from below, you're actually in a higher state of vibration. You're actually in a more powerful state as well. The reason you're in a more powerful state is because what's the point in trying to push things all out your way down here when you could be thinking from above? That's where energy flows from. Think from the source. You down here in this physical 3D realm trying to do this and trying to do that, when really you have a superpower where you could think from somewhere else. Think from where it all begins. Start at the root. Start at the root. That's another benefit that you get from Nofap that's not discussed very frequently, is the fact that if you're truly on Nofap and you're doing it properly and you're mitigating lust, you start to work from your big me instead of your pig me. Remember, your big me is your spiritual body, because your spiritual body allows the pig me, which is your smaller physical body, to exist. Because your physical body is inside of your spirit, not your spirit's inside of your physical body. So your spirit is your big me. Your body is your pygmy. And when you start to work from your malnourished, big me, you'll start to see that your ability to manifest increases exponentially. Because you're operating from spirit. You're operating from source. You're using the law of correspondence as above, so below. Instead of working from below and forgetting there's an above. Working backwards. Working incorrectly. All right? So that's what you got to do. Honestly, when you go on this Nofap journey, don't keep giving in to lust and think that because you didn't bust off or because you didn't go in that you've been victorious. Because you haven't been. If you truly want to be victorious over lust. Because once you're victorious over lust, you'll start to see that the Nofap journey is actually a lot easier than you think. It's the lust that's been making it so difficult for you all this time. Now, switching topics on you. Speaking of Nofap journeys, and what I mean by that is concurrent Nofap journeys, other journeys you can take while you're on Nofap, you may want to consider the responsibility journey. Huh? Yes, the responsibility journey. The responsibility journey is the journey in which you recognize one basic truth. And that one basic truth is the truth that everything you've ever thought has been thought inside of your mind. Everything you've ever heard has been heard inside of your mind. Everything you've ever seen has been seen inside of your mind. Everything you've ever tasted has been tasted inside of your mind. Everything you've ever smelled has been smelled inside of your mind. Anything that you've ever felt ultimately was felt and interpreted by your mind, which is inside of you. You touch something, it feels like your hand is touching it. You don't actually know how the hand feels. You don't know how it feels to the hand. What you know is how the brain interprets the signal that the hand sent to it feels. That's what you know. You're interpreting every single thing in your mind. There has never been anything that ever happened to anybody, whether in the past, the present, or the future, that has not been interpreted by your mind, even if it was done to someone else. If you heard about it, you heard about it in your mind. That is a fact. And that is the most freeing and empowering information that you could ever discover. And that is part of the responsibility journey. By starting to recognize that you are the ultimate lens. At the end of the day, you're the final filter. It does not get inside of your brain unless your brain interprets it. You are the creator of everything you've ever seen, heard, smelled, tasted, or touched. Anything you remember is your memory. Anything you've ever thought is your thought. anything you've ever perceived yourself as seeing was your sight, your interpretation. Now, I'm going to give you an exercise to help you with that. The exercise is, ask yourself, where did it happen? Let's say you go to the store. You're in the store. You're shopping for some fresh vegetables. Should be growing your own, but you're not. It's okay. You can't become 100% independent overnight. But anyway, you're picking up some parsnips. And as you're picking up some parsnips, someone takes the last bag of parsnips. Now, he didn't see you looking at it. He knew for a fact you was going for them parsnips. He done ran away from over there where he was at, looking at what he was going by, and snatched up that last bag of parsnips. Now, you get mad. You feel some type of way about it. You say something. Let me ask you something. Where did that occur? It happened in your mind. You perceived that person as taking that last bag of parsnips. So we do know that. You perceived it in your mind. Who put a bad spin on it? You did. You put a bad spin on that. Your ego got hurt. You felt disrespected. You felt dishonored. You felt betrayed by a stranger. You felt that you didn't get a fair shake, a fair cut. You are not using your superpower of perception properly. It happened inside of you. Let's take another thing. You go to work. You're chilling at work. All of a sudden, a meeting is called at the last minute. Now you mad that you in the meeting. Where's the anger? The anger's inside of you. Why is the anger inside of you? Because you're the one that's angry. But you think you have a reason to be angry. Well, who interpreted the reason? Why are you upset? You feel disrespected. You feel as though your time is being wasted. So what really happened? Your ego's hurt. Who's responsible for that? You. It's not the fact that the meeting happened that is making it bad. It's your perception of why the meeting was called at the last minute and how it's messing up your plans that's actually making it bad. So you're causing it. This will help you dramatically on your not only positive thinking, but responsibility journey. When you really start to see that all the things that have ever happened in life have happened inside of you. This perceived barrier, this perceived border is just that, perceived by you. You're using your ability of perception incorrectly. You have a superpower. Your superpower is your perception. You're the final lens. You're like a safety on a football field. Don't nothing get behind you. Nothing. You're the final say for everything. And as the final say, you have an immense amount of power. You can change how anything is perceived because you're the one perceiving it. If you want everything to be good, let it be good. Stop being addicted to the old paradigm where you think things have to be bad and then you start to expect them. They don't have to be bad. They can always be good. And a tool to help you do that is the tool of asking yourself one basic question. Where did it occur? Where is this occurring? And you'll always see that it's occurring inside of you. Even if it seems like it's outside of you, at the end of the day, every single thing that happens outside of you is interpreted inside of you. It's your interpretation. And once you work on your interpretation to keep it positive at all times, your life will change dramatically. Apply these things to your Nofap journey and watch how your life changes. Thank you very much for your time. We will discuss a bit more about your journey on the next episode of The Conquest. Thanks again.